Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or maybe even good night to you. My name is Frank van Zan and I am hosting for you a presentation of our company Crowdfunders United. Crowdfunders United is a company based and founded in the Netherlands in March 2016, and as of then we are offering towards the people globally a global crowdfunding solution. We have multiple platforms where everyday people can achieve their goals, can realize their dreams. So in this particular presentation, I'm going over all the platforms in one presentation. There are separate presentations available for each and every separate platform, but throughout this presentation I'm trying to explain you the why and how teamwork makes the dream work with Crowdfunders United. In the contrary to all of the singular crowdfunder platforms out there, you probably all know a lot of them, like Kickstarter or Indiegogo, or there are so many of them, hundreds if not thousands of them already. You can start a project for yourself, of course, at one of those platforms, but it's always you'll have to do all of the hard work to fill your project yourself. Well, Crowdfunders United wanted to change that, so we have set up a structure, a way of working, a way of filling your project where you will do it with the help of others. So therefore, one of the company slogans is teamwork makes the dream work. So let me proceed to give you the general introduction of our SML, XL and XXL platform. Welcome to Crowdfunders United, the global crowdfunding solution where everyday people can achieve. Crowdfunders United offers you a platform where your dreams and wishes become reality, and yes, teamwork makes the dream work. We believe that your greatness is not what you have, but it's what you give actually. And Crowdfunders United evolved from a simple idea. It's basically the balance between taking and giving what we've accomplished here with the software on our platform. So what is crowdfunding if you don't know it? Well, through crowdfunding, a group of people financially facilitate the realization of a specific project, initiative or ideal, and with us it's no different. Now, why would you choose for Crowdfunders United instead of some other platform where you want to set up a project? I think the values of Crowdfunders United, they're very simple yet very effective. We firmly believe that teamwork makes the dream work. We also know that hard work pays off, and if you're good to people, people will be good to you. And we know, we see it every day, that everyday people can achieve. So we will show by example, by sharing success stories of people who have been setting up projects with us. You can see that everyday people can indeed achieve. CU offers you a platform where people help each other towards the next level, so you're not out there on your own. The focus from the company lies on motivating and the development of people as well. So you can be occupied with your passion. If you are setting up a project for this one dream or one ideal that you might still have or you still want to fulfill or accomplish, then you can be occupied with it through our platform. Of course, you can taste the stories of success of others, and therefore you basically determine your own future with Crowdfunders United. So the crowdfunding that we are using, there's more types of crowdfunding. Crowdfunders United operates based on sponsorships and donations only. So we are not working on other forms of crowdfunding. We want to be enabled to work worldwide, and with these two types we have no restrictions at this current date of recording. We have no restriction to work where or whatsoever. So we can work globally. So now, what are donations? With a donation, typically an investor donates money for a particular purpose, and donating implies that the investor gets nothing in return. But with Crowdfunders United, someone gets to start their own project, so yes, you will get something in return, but more about that in the rest of the presentation. Now, there's also a possibility to a sponsorship or a so-called reward-based donation. Well, the difference between donations and a sponsorship is that in general, an investor will receive a non-financial reward of an entrepreneur where they've been sponsoring their project. In this scenario, Crowdfunders United will get your sponsors a nice gift on your behalf for helping you with your project, for making a sponsorship or a donation. And again, very important to know, we work solely, Crowdfunders United works solely on the basis of sponsorship and donations. Here's just an overview of what your dreams might be, just some visions, some images of people, of thoughts, or of what could be possible when you start up a project. So of course, if you make a donation to someone's project, you will be asked to create your own project. In fact, you are entitled to create your own project. So although you donated the money, you are getting something in return, because we on the Crowdfunders United platforms, regardless of the ones that you have that you are participating in, you can start your own project. Well, at first login, we offer you a variety or actually a choice from 6 broader groups, and these contain family, spare time, health, charities, education and finances. We will ask you to select one of the broader groups. If you already have an idea on what kind of project you might want to establish yourself or you might want to create for yourself, then you can choose a particular group. If you just don't know it yet, you'll have a few months' time at least to create your own project, because Crowdfunders United will provide you with a sample project so you can start the funding of your project instantly. But then we would advise you just to choose finances, because obviously with finances you can also support your family, do something for your spare time, health, give something to charities, and make a contribution to you or someone else's education. So just keep it broad and make a choice here. And if not, contact the person who you are donating to and ask them what they have selected, and they can help you further. So what happens? You donate to a project, so your donation goes to the person who has sent you the link of their project. But the good thing is that you can receive donations for your own project from both the donators that you, but also that others have introduced. So you're not, in the contrary to the regular platforms out there, with Crowdfunders United, you will be enabled to receive donations also from people that you don't even know. They will also contribute to your project. Then if you have started this project, of course we will ask you whether you know other people who might want to set up something for a charity or just a social project, who are in need of financial support. Maybe they're in need of a new car, they need to renovate their home, they want to go on this one-time great holiday. It can be for debt restructuring, additional pension, etc. You can imagine anything here. Just introduce them to Crowdfunders United. In fact, introduce them to your project hands, so they will make a donation towards your project and therefore start their own successful project. Now, how can someone become a Crowdfunders United member or actually a project holder? Well, they have to do a minimum donation anywhere from 25 to 500 euros. This, however, is a one-off charge, so there's no monthly fees, no annual fees. It's only one-time donation, and they are entitled to start their own project. There is a maximum length to the project. It depends on the platform, but on the smallest platform, it's 52 weeks that you will be able to collect funds or donations for your project. And on the biggest platform, it's not less than 260 weeks, which is almost 5 years. So Crowdfunders United offers you a choice of 5 different donation packages and 1 donation reward package, the sponsor package. And again, this donation reward package will give a gift to someone if they use it towards your project. And on the bigger platforms, they get a nice gift, and in the smaller ones, they get some form of recognition. So here's an overview of all of the packages that Crowdfunders United has on their different platforms. So it might be a little hard to read the slide, but if we look on the top left, we see donation packages, and then towards the right, DP1 to DP5. Well, DP simply stands for donation package. So we have a package 1 to package 5 on every platform. This means that the DP1 packages are available on 5 different platforms, as are the DP2, DP3, DP4 and DP5 packages, but they vary in price. So at the small platform, at the smallest platform, the prices start at 25 euros. That's the minimum donation amount. And of course, in the largest one, it will be 500 euros. So basically, we have a variety of donation package between 25 euros all the way up to 10,000 euros in the XXL platform. Now, the maximum project value that one can obtain, depending on the number of personal donator and some other requirements, is written in the second line. And you can see that if someone has a DP1 package in one of the platforms, they can obtain anywhere between 500 towards 12,500 euros for their project. If you were to do a donation of anywhere between 50 to 1,000 euros to someone's project, then it's very likely that you can collect 1,000 up to 25,000 euros for your personal project, and so on and so forth. This goes all the way up towards the DP5. If you have a DP5 package, a donation package 5 in one of our 5 platforms, you can obtain anywhere between 6,000 and 250,000 euros. Well, this does not happen automatically, of course. As we said, we believe in working hard, but we also believe that teamwork makes the dream work. So this is a combined effort of numerous people helping each other. And therefore, the only thing we ask you to have a certain number of personal donators towards your personal project within a certain time span. In this example is multiple platforms. So we ask you to get 26 personal donators during 52 to 260 weeks. So you'll be enabled to obtain the maximum project sum according, of course, your package and the platform that you're in. And the smaller platform, you have less time. In the bigger platform, you have a longer amount of time, but it stays the same amount of personal donators. And there are a few more requirements like a KYC and Know Your Client approval, and some other small things. Then there's something that we will be awarding you with. Crowdfunders United is a platform. We are not a network. Let this be clear. I can't state this clearly enough. We are a platform, and we have teamed up with strategical partners who are actually helping everybody to accomplish their goal in a very, very good way. Because for every 2 personal donators that you are getting towards your own project, one of our external strategical partners is going to pay for a so-called bonus pot. This bonus pot will generate donations towards your project and other project and will be paid by a third party. So not by a project holder, by a member. No, this comes from external companies that we do business with, and of which we are using tools, or who are creating tools for us, or we are doing other things for them. But we have created a win-win situation with multiple strategical partners. So more than 30 to 35% of the company revenue comes from external sources. What we've created as well is something which we call our Crowdfunders United Donation Diamond. In fact, if someone makes a donation towards your project, then you'll pay it forward for a certain amount of time. Depending in which platform structure you are, it can be that you, in the small platform, you donate 165 euros towards projects above you in the company project structure. and in the XXL structure, where we see an example image for here, it's 3,180 euros that you pay forward. But then again, the indirect donation amount is 20 times higher. So it goes basically at the same pace, at the same speed. You'll be completing this donation diamond. Well, why did we create this diamond? This diamond has been made so that really it's all about sharing and helping each other. And in this way, for every sum that you pay forward, very likely 3 or more projects will get a partial donation. Some people are less fortunate, and some people are more fortunate in obtaining donations for their projects. In this way, everybody helps each other, and you will see that over time that the people that you have been helping are going to help you as well, and the software is also going to make sure that there will always be balance in your personal project structures. Whenever new donations are coming in, they will be placed at a certain position, and therefore the maximum amount of people and projects are going to benefit from those particular donations. Then there's something else which we call a direct donation. Of course, we want it to be rewarding for you if you go in talks with someone and you present to them your own project. Well, if they decide to make a donation towards your project, then Crowdfunders United facilitates you with a direct donation. So this money, this donation amount, is not going through the donation diamond. It's going directly to your cash account. It might be a little hard to read again this slide, but basically what it says, if you were to have a DP1 package, if we look at the top line, you have a package for 25 euros, and you sign someone up with a 25 euro package, you'll be awarded 1 euro. So 4% of the award will be paid to you instantly to your project as a direct donation. Well, that's the smallest one, and this can go all the way up to 1,200 euros that you can obtain in a direct donation. Feel free to ask the person who has sent you this video on specific numbers, or watch one of our trainings on this or other videos that will be made available in the back offices of you if you have started a project. So this is a very good way, a very good incentive to make sure that everybody does their best to get enough personally sponsored people, and therefore everybody will be helping others, and therefore they help themselves. So teamwork does make the dream work. Of course, when we started this company early 2016, in March 2016, we knew that we had to have a very solid foundation for all of the Crowdfunders United projects, because we didn't know whether we were going to have 100 projects, 1,000 projects, 10,000, 100,000, or maybe even more projects over time. So we decided to team up with multiple strategical partners. This means these are companies, these might be startup companies actually, where we've put in an equity investment in, or where we have some other kinds of arrangements with. It's all companies where we've created a win-win situation for both the members, the project holders on the Crowdfunders United platform, but there's also a benefit for our partners, because we might be using one of their application, therefore increase the number of downloads and the company value, or make it go viral. So there can be lots of reasons behind this, but we have assigned contracts with partners, and the search is still ongoing. So it can very well be that if you see this presentation, if you see this video, that we already have more partners on board, and we will continue to look for strong alliances worldwide of respectable partners that want to work with us and whom we want to work with. As long as there's a win-win situation for all of the partners, we can live with it. And also there, the company wants to lead by example by showing you that teamwork, in fact, is the dream work, since there are mutual benefits, and together we're so much stronger, obviously. What does Crowdfunders United makes possible? Of course, you'll get your personal website and back office. It will be something like crowdfundersunited.com/ and then the platform you're on, another slash, and then most likely your ID number. And as a team, we help each other through our unique project donation platform. Each natural person, foundation or association is allowed to create a maximum of one project per platform. So you can have one on the S platform, one on the M, one on the L, one on the XL, and or one on the XXL, or just one project in one of the platforms or two in separate platforms. And once your project is completed, it will expire and you're allowed to begin a new project within a next project structure. So yeah, sure, this is what we want you to do. We want you to reach for the sky. Everyone can make dreams come true by taking the initiative to realize their ideals. Martin Luther King once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. And we believe that's very, very true. Just get started. It's not rocket science what we have here. It's a great platform where you get help of a lot of motivated people. Very likely you've been asked to come over here by someone who already has created one or more project in one or multiple platforms at Crowdfunders United. So have them inform you, have them take you to a meeting or attend webinars or go to a seminar so you know what's going on. But we're a busy community where really people put in the extra effort, take the extra step to help you to become successful as well with Crowdfunders United. So, of course, together we are stronger. That's what we are finishing this presentation with. And here are our address and contact details in the Netherlands. So, this was Frank van Zon, co-founder of Crowdfunders United. And if you have any follow-up question, please get in touch with the person who has sent you this presentation. And of course, I wish you all happy crowdfunding. Okay, bye-bye.